When I go to court, the first thing I tell the judge is I'm the indigenous one. And the reason why I always say that, because I'm letting him know that I own the territory. I own the territory. The United States is Great Britain's trash. You belongs to Great Britain. You're Great Britain's trash. I own the fucking territory. Now that's big right there, because now you just challenging, now you flip the script and challenge his jurisdiction. That's why calling yourself indigenous is so important, because under the Indigenous Citizen Act of 1924, it clearly states that indigenous people don't need driver's license, tags, and registration to travel or drive on their own land. And if you own a business, you don't have to pay taxes on your own land. Okay, that's in IOL Convention 169. Indigenous people are exempt from taxation. You have to claim you're indigenous, and no, you don't have to go get no status change and status this and status that. No, stand on business. Stand on business. Look at your birth certificate. If your birth certificate says black, Negro, colored, African American, mulatto, or nothing, you the fucking Indian. And you let them know that the state committed fraud against you by or reclassifying you from indigenous to black to Negro to African American. Now he got problems on his hand, because under Public Law 90-284, the law clearly states that state court has zero jurisdiction on indigenous people. Well, a lot of y'all got family members in jails through state court. Now, all these lower courts is fucking illegal. Every last one of them. If you don't believe me, look up 28 USC 3002 and go to Section 2 and read what it says. These courts have to have delegation of authority to do anything, which means that before they open that court case, they got to contact Congress. Now, you ask them for the delegation of authority. This is why we turning around and suing all these judges for these bullshit. Because the shit that they did, they didn't have no rights doing. Every last motherfucking thing they did here is fraud. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, we here. It's a whole new day. If you indigenous, stop listening to these white folks talking about they got rights to travel and they got their little right to travel pamphlets and shit like that. If you're not indigenous, you don't have any rights on this land. You cannot come on somebody's land and get the rights that they have. You cannot come on somebody else's land and talk about I got equal rights like you. First of all, you trespassing. And not only you trespassing, you're a motherfucking land squatter.